Before I begin, I apologize in advance for my bad video qualities. This is actually my first time making a video, so please bear with me. Other than that, I hope you enjoy it. Last weekend, I had the opportunity to interview people. I asked the following question: what comes to mind when you think of a circle? Here are some interesting answers that I've received.
I think of connection. I think of balance and quality.
What comes to mind when you think of a circle?
The sun and the moon.
Okay.
Is that it?
I think of infinity and
That's a
cycles.
figure eight.
Kind of. Okay, whatever.
I think of never-endingness.
So, Josh, what comes to mind when you think of a circle?
I said the color blue because circles reminds me of shapes and triangles and squares, and that kind of reminds me of like elementary kind of programs and like TV shows and cartoons in which they use those basic shapes to kind of like spark interest in kids. So when you say circle, I think of the color blue.
Thank you. Clearly, everyone's definition of a circle is different. As my friends have mentioned, a circle can be a sun, connection, balance, or even the color blue. If you ask me what comes to my mind when I think of a circle, I think of leadership. So today, I will share my philosophy of leadership based on a circle. Also, I will talk about essential qualities of a leader and pull out some quotes from reading that go with this. Let's get started. As I have mentioned in the video, my philosophy of leadership is based on a circle. I favor a circle over a line because a circle creates creativity and motion. To further elaborate on this, think of any sport that requires a circular object. Dodgeball and basketball are two of many examples that require a circular object. In both sports, people fearlessly run to the ball and try to win their opponent. There's a lot of energy and excitement going on in these sports. Also, a circle is intimate. Since people are close to each other in a circle, they can hug each other or whisper into someone's ears. People feel connected when they're close to each other. In fact, they feel like they belong. While everyone can see each other in a circle, it's harder to reach out to someone when you're in a line. Lastly, a circle is inclusive. In The Female Advantage, Hugginson claims that the circle is inclusive but allows for flow and movement. The circle doesn't box you in. A circle does not have edges, so it is meant to bring people together. For example, when professors conduct an activity, they instruct students to make a circle. By creating a circle, a leader creates a safe environment for people to share their ideas and bring challenging and interesting topics to the table. Since followers and leaders are in close proximity, it's easier to engage in conversation and listen to everyone's opinion. Now that I have explained my philosophy of leadership based on a circle, I will now illustrate the ideal qualities of a leader on a whiteboard. Oh, and just a heads up, my artistic friend Beatrice helped me with drawing, so thanks Beatrice! First, I think a leader should be a servant leader. I know that our class discussed a lot on servant leadership, and I agree with Robert Greenlee's view on servant leadership. He says, the servant leader is servant first. It begins with the natural feelings that one wants to serve first. Then conscious choice brings one to aspire to lead. Inevitably, serving shows one's character. When a leader actively performs a duty to followers, he or she cares about them. A leader wants to deepen a relationship with them. Also, the act of serving refers back to the chain reaction that I mentioned earlier. When a leader does a service to a follower, others will more likely feel obligated to join. When serving together, team members help each other and give directions to accomplish a goal or work. A leader who serves first is one who acknowledges humility by disregarding his or her societal position and practices selflessness by putting others' needs first. Secondly, a leader accepts and shows vulnerability. We live in a world where people strive for perfectionism. They refuse to expose vulnerability because if they do, they are appeared as weak and incompetent. Well, a leader must show followers the power of vulnerability. This can be accomplished by conducting an activity that encourages people to share their weaknesses or meeting one-on-one with members to see how they are doing. As Brene Brown mentions in her TED Talk, quote, "When we spend our lives waiting until we're perfect or bulletproof before we walk into the arena, we ultimately sacrifice relationships and opportunities that may not be recoverable. We squander our precious time and we turn our backs on our gifts, those unique contributions that only we can make." Vulnerability is the opposite of perfectionism and bulletproof. It is embracing our insecurities and courageously presenting ourselves in transparency. Vulnerability is about sharing personal struggles and showing the world that we are all broken people. Vulnerability is not powerful in itself, but creates powerful stories. When people share their past or current obstacles, they bring tears to one's eyes, and their words touch many lives. When educators, scholars, and pastors speak, they often borrow a person's story to state a key point in their message. This depicts the beauty of humanity due to the exposure of vulnerability. I think that everyone can be a storyteller. It is a matter of time and willingness for someone to open up and tell that story. Lastly, leaders who are confident in their decisions, words, and actions can help others better. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, transcendence is at the top of the pyramid. In order for leaders to help others to self-actualize, they must first fulfill the needs below. I believe that leaders cannot help others if they are not confident in themselves. This is similar to a chair. A chair cannot stand without its legs. It needs something strong to hold and support. Similarly, leaders must fulfill those needs in order to transform someone's life. They must believe in themselves, take action, and give directions, even if they may be wrong. Referring back to the circle, I want to add something. When I think of a circle, I also think of an eye, which reminds me of a vision. Leaders must have a vision for themselves and the team. Their vision must align with the team's. I think a vision is synonymous with a goal. A vision is vital to have because it reminds team members that they need each other to achieve a vision and gives members a reason to keep going even during setbacks. Without a vision, there is no purpose, no direction. In fact, people are less motivated to complete a task if there is no set goal. It's similar to going on a hike without knowing the trail or destination. So, a leader must have a vision in order to accomplish goals as a team and keep each other accountable. Well, I'm sad to say that this marks my 10-minute cue. Before I say goodbye, I want to end with this. We're all on a journey, whether it's spiritual or personal. We're trying to figure out our lives, but always remember to take it one step at a time. When things seem impossible to overcome, breathe, take a step back, and move forward. Think of a circle. Be exciting, intimate, and inclusive. Also, have a vision for yourself and focus on that vision. I promise it will motivate you and help you accomplish great things. And remember, you can be a leader no matter where you came from and what you went through. It's just a matter of when you'll start believing in yourself, because clearly everyone believes in you.